Okay, hey, it's Justin Code. Uh yeah. You can either pause and read this or just listen to me read it, but it's gonna be kinda hard to pause and keep going with it. So I'd honestly just listen to me read it. But yeah, so Justin Codes. So now more variables. We know variables are data types, data structure, and little boxes that actually store data. So first of all, here are some actual tips on what to do to make a variable and how to use them. And in future videos, I'll show you many ways of using variables to make like simple programs or just anything you can do with them. So now a variable is a reference to an object. The object is subject to change, so it can be updated or changed. Variables are sometimes called pointers or identifiers. So a string is an example of an object. A number is an object. A floating point number is an object. A variable itself is not an object. It is a placeholder for an object. Ruby is dynamically typed, so the Ruby language we're doing. Alright, so variable types do not have to be declared. The same variable in Ruby can be reassigned to an object. So now, I declared the first variable below, but I declared a couple more. So hello equals this quotation mark surrounding the text and a number. So basically it's a string. So in itself it is a string. So age equals 20. So 20 is now an integer. And the age equals 20, the value of the number. So you can use like the multiplication or just basic math with the age. So you can do like plus 5 and all that. So if I actually do age plus 5 up here, I can alt R it. And yeah. Alright, anyways. It didn't want to pop up. Yeah, it's in the future of this anyway, so I have to do it at the lower part. Sorry. I was just excited and wanted to do it now. Anyways, I'll get to it. Okay, so here are the variables. One is a string, str, the one in quotes. So str is string. Other is an int or int or integer. Variables are pointed to their slash and object with the equal sign like above the right side of the equal sign is always evaluated first. The code is also known as variable syntax. Variable names in Ruby should start with a lowercase letter or underscore. Their syntax spaces are not allowed to connect to a underscore or with a underscore. They're usually used as a spacebar instead of a spacebar because the name slash syntax is case sensitive, so that actually connects the names together like a space bar, which would be like what you need. Like it should be that together with this high space high should be high that should be the string or just a variable. I mean, well that's not gonna do it, so you have to put an underscore high, and then that should be good. And that's just case sensitive too. It's just how case sensitivity works. So for this language, so they'll run into all kinds of errors in your code if you don't do that. So don't use any of Ruby's reserved keywords like puts or print inside of your variables. It makes it very confusing for the language to do what it does. Alright, so now here we're doing some variables. Alright. So now we will write name. So name right here on line 6 where my mouse is. Name is the variable. So the variable is name. Now on line 7, last underscore name, that is a variable last name. Alright, cool. So now we write name, then the equal sign with a spacebar in between name and the equal sign. Then we hit space and we hit quotations symbol, the double quotes. So then we write in the quotes any name you want, and then it will evaluate what's on the right side of the equals. So the equals will run what's on the right side of the variable that you declared. So let's make a couple. So I got these ones made here for you. So what's the advantage of variables? Variables store information or store points to objects, so we can use that, to store information inside of the variable that is also information. Now notice when I type puts name, it prints the variable name when it has a value. So now I will do Alt R, and as you can see, puts name, the variable up here name is Bobby, so puts name, it will put Bobby. Last name is Alan. Now puts last name, it'll print Alan. Now I'll do some string concatenation, which I'll do more on in another video. So do puts name plus quotations with a space only, and that's all they have, plus last name, and we'll print Bobby Allen together. Now I'll put smooth, it print a true or false thing. Now I'll put age, it'll print 5. So now what we do with age, plus. So it's an integer or int, not an str or a string, so a number, not a word. Now we can update the age, or so now we will redeclare age and update it. It also updates it when we put it below in the comments, so put it below here, so it'll update here. So 15, as you can see, age is 15 now. I'll change it to, let's say 7, or actually 9. So it will put the age that it now is, so it'll do 9 plus 10. My favorite number is just there, because why not? So Alt R, so it is 19 now, the last thing printed. And that is the end of this video. Peace out.